Greetings and welcome back to Rise of Cultures. It's been a while since we got together. It was the end of the Thai event. In the meantime, I have been researching, I have been upgrading, and I have been doing terrible things to the forces of Constantine, the really not good at all on the battlefield. We're going to be paying him a visit later because he's got something that I want. But let's talk about the other things. First, research. The research is actually going very well in the Byzantine Empire. As we can see here, we can see the end coming. Now, those values are actually rather large, so it is going to take a while to do that. The trade goods really aren't a problem if you look at it. I do believe I can already do that one right there. I could probably do a bunch of these if I actually had the research points. But then again, I do have a lot of event buildings, so I usually get about 20, 25 a day, something like that, depending on if the rolls are good or not. So this is moving along. This is probably not going to be the bottleneck. No, I'm going to take that back. This is absolutely not going to be the bottleneck. The bottleneck is going to be upgrading, mostly because they all seem to want the same things. For instance, if I select one of my little houses here and do this, you can see the skulls and the stones here on the end from Mayan. That's going to be a big problem because everything wants them and they are very slow to produce. See, I've been cranking them out a lot and that's what I have. Now, if I was to say go over to one of these houses, because one of the things I have to do here is, you see the average houses? I have to have 6 of them to level 21, I think. Hold it a second. I think it was 20 or 21. It was Felix who was asking me about them. 20. Okay, so 20. So I already have one of them at 20. Unfortunately, one of them was really left behind because nobody asked me to upgrade it in a long time. So it was actually level 9. So I'm going to raise that one up to 19 before doing the other ones. Now, if I select one of the 19s right there, what does it want? Yeah, it wants those. And you say, well, those are still low numbers. It's not a problem. Okay, that's fine. But the big problems happen when we actually go over to the Mayan area. As a matter of fact, why don't we take a quick trip over there right now and see what I'm talking about. All right, so I have these guys over here. Let me just collect these. You'll notice I just got 200 from that, by the way. And if I do this, I got 137 from that one. By the way, I can't upgrade them. Just saying. All right, and I do have some of these over here. I have some of these over there. You can see at the top there on the left, I really don't have a lot of them. I keep them running all the time, and I activate the little priest places too. See, these act as the happiness. So when you kick them into overdrive, which I'm not going to do at the moment, they do boost them. So I kind of have them like that all the time. You can see I kind of have them surrounded to a degree. Now, what I need to do for this guy is I need to have 14 homes to level 3. Now, the problem is I can only make 13 at the moment, so I have to do research to get that extra home. And I have these guys over here, which are new. This is a level 1. And yeah, okay, he wants just a couple. That shouldn't be a problem, right? So let's go to a level 2. So this is a level 2 that I have to get to a level 3. It starts to get a little bit more serious, especially when you're talking about 14. Now, I also just got the ability from the research to upgrade my jade mines. So if I wanted to boost my jade mines, I just click on this, and yeah, that's what it's asking for. Nearly 2,000 of the skulls, nearly 1,200 of the stones. And that's just going to give me a little bit more. So I don't really see a reason to do that unless they make me do that, which they're probably going to do. Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem there. So creating the stones and the skulls is very slow, and everybody wants them. As a matter of fact, I think some of the coming research actually wants a lot of them too. So that is that's the bottleneck. And in terms of the research, I think I'm going to finish the research long before then. And another thing, in case you didn't notice it in the research, I've completed the final military research item too, which is, of course, the heavy infantry, and they're all upgraded. So I have the full upgraded military that I can have at this point. I'm hoping for an upgrade. So here's the thing we're going to be doing in this episode. I should have enough gears in order to do another 10 orb roll. Hopefully, I can get a Sphinx. See, there's two possibilities where I'm going to be rolling. One, which is the Sphinx, which is immeasurably good. As a matter of fact, it's actually going to affect something else, which is awesome. The other one almost doesn't do me any good at all. So it's going to be like a 50-50 shot. Do I get what I really want? All right, let's just go over there for a moment and take a quick look. Let's see. So I have, 1985. I'm 15 gears short of being able to actually get the 10 orb roll. We'll talk about that in a moment. Anyway, why don't we just go in here? So this is the one I'm going to be doing the roll in because I want that Sphinx. So let's go over to overview for a moment. Right. So there's two that I don't have. The pyramid and the Sphinx. The pyramid boosts the output of all good productions in Egypt. I haven't needed any trade items in Egypt for about a year. So this one would look nice, but it doesn't help me. Mind you, it's a temple. Does somebody else want a temple? I don't know if I actually have any other temples in there. So clearly that is not the one that I want. What I do want is I want the Sphinx. Here's why. Cavalry boost. 5%. It's better than that actually, right? Then because you get the extra 4% if there's another statue. So if I have another statue, which this is, by the way, this is a statue, then I'll get the extra 4%. It's better than that. So if I go over to the statue of Zeus, so I do have another statue, but the infantry boosts an extra 4% if I have another statue. So in other words, those two are going to boost each other. So I put the Sphinx down, I get the extra 4% here. Because I have this, I get the extra 4% there. So clearly, the Sphinx is what I want the most. But then again, where am I ever going to get those extra 15? I just can't imagine where I'm going to get it. No, I can't. Oh, looky there. We have 25. And Constantine, he's quite meh, is going to give them to me. He's probably going to complain about it afterwards, but he's going to give them to me. Now, I've actually been having some trouble in this section. The previous one that I did was kind of a joke. The reason is basically they would have infantry and the siege weapons, and that's it. At one point, they actually gave me a huge gap right in the middle, and I just said, I think I'm going to send my cavalry up the middle. So they just ran up, and the siege weapons were destroyed in seconds. I barely lost anything in that fight. They're big battlefields. There's lots of things in them, and the fights are kind of costly. All right, so why don't we just see what this one's going to be like? The last one was very close because they actually do have archers, and they also have a lot of supporting infantry in here. But I do have a big battlefield, but you can see, this is kind of an issue over here. So let's see about building a battlefield. All right, so they never lined them up properly here. So, all right, and I want the cavalry in the second hole over here. Let's see, and I can fit one. Should I have the other guy in the front? I don't think so. I'm just going to put the heavy infantry in the back. All right, let's do this. All right, so I need to have the siege weapon in there. All right, and I need to be able to squeeze things in. All right, so why don't you guys go over there? Maybe I should put them... Nah, I can't do that. All right, so here, and then... Actually, you know what? Why don't we have them go up the middle? There we go. All right, that's all I can put down. If I took out the siege weapon, I could put the other one, but I think the siege weapon is just really important. All right, breaking the front line is the big thing for this, in my opinion. That's the reason I'm going to be stacking the Jaguar, the Leonardus's men, and the Bulls right in to help the front line, is because I have to break the front line. If I start dropping stuff in the back, it gets annihilated really quickly. So getting rid of their line is really what I need to do. All right, let's do this. All right, and put the kitty cats in here. And I would really like to get one side broken. All right, and could you finish them off, please? Okay, we broke the front line. Unfortunately, they're becoming pincushions, so I really do need the I need the extra forces fast, because this is going to start getting really bad because he's got 3. Okay. I'm going to win this one. Okay, no need for the kitty cats to come back. It was costly, but I mean, actually everybody was injured. The only exception, of course, was the siege weapon, but it really can't be injured. It's either destroyed or not destroyed. But we succeeded in doing what we wanted. First and foremost, celebrating Mr. He ain't really great at all. You know what I mean? All right, so we'll grab this, and then we'll grab this. Oh, here he is. Constantine, the I'm a loser. What's going on? My plans were perfect. And they used to work before you arrived. That's because there's a new grade in town. And then I got a spot for that, too. And most importantly, I got the gears. I shouldn't say most importantly, because I really do need the territory. Yeah, they've been a little bit frugal with this. You know, I actually destroyed one 5-area section, and all they gave me was the 25 gears. That was it. This one is only going to give me... I mean, that's all you're going to give me? 2 research for this? They're really being cheap with this. I mean, really. I mean, at least give me 10. What's with the 2? I mean, I have event buildings to give me more than that. All right, so let's start doing this first. I need lots of repair work. All right, let's see. As I should have enough to take care of this. All right, and this one over here. And over here. And yes, I will have just enough, I believe. There we go. I have nothing left. Okay, yeah, by the way, sorry about the flashing. It's a technical issue. Yeah, there's a lot of technical issues with it. They seem to add up over time. Like the freezing thing happens a little bit more often now. It hasn't happened yet in this video, and I'm hoping that it doesn't too. All right, so let's go where I really hope the luck is with me. All right, so I have 2010. This is literally going to drain me now, because what we're going to be doing, we're going to invent 10 orbs. And according to what they say here, every 10 orbs are guaranteed to include at least one blueprint. So there's 2 wonders here that I don't have. I want the Sphinx. I desperately want the Sphinx to boost my military. I also need special items in order to upgrade my wonders. I'm kind of stuck on a couple of them, so I'm hoping to get some of them too. But let's not waste any time. Let's see if the luck is with me. All right, do it. Because it's going to be a very long time before I can do this again. I mean a very long time. I mean years. Okay, temple material. They're going to wait to the end, aren't they? I mean, did I just get a repeat and that's my... Because I was kind of hoping that I would get something that I didn't have. Last one. Wow. Okay, so what does that mean? I already have that one. Is it going to do like an upgrade of it? Okay, well, unfortunately, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. Does that mean I can just do a free upgrade? All right, I didn't realize that's the way it was going to work. All right, let's, where's Zeus? Where is, oh, there he is, right there. I guess, yeah, I missed him in the beginning. Can I just upgrade him for free? Or did he upgrade? I didn't realize it would give you a duplicate, but I mean, it's not giving me an indication that I can use that blueprint to do an upgrade. It just seemed to be, I got an extra thing. The inventory. Hold on a minute. It's in goods. That's right. There's a 1 there, but what does that mean? I mean, I didn't see any kind of an upgrade thing going on there, so I don't know what that's all about. I have no idea. I'm not sure what just happened or how it benefits me. I was kind of hoping that I would get something that I didn't have, and then it could go into duplicates. But unfortunately, no. So my dream of getting a Sphinx has been crushed. Because like I said, I got 10 gears right now, and it's going to be a very long time before I get 2,000 at 25 a shot. Because my entire making process is down here. And basically all this does is speed up the process when you do an upgrade. And it still takes more than 17 hours. And you can occasionally get them from an incident. I have had that happen. And occasionally you can get them from watching this one up here, this one that you have to watch a video for. I have gotten it. It's very rare though. Very rare indeed. Unfortunately, no Sphinx for me. I am heartbroken. Anyway, like I said, we're marching along in terms of research. The numbers are big, but I am getting decent research numbers. Maybe I'll get that extra 2 for the next area, taken away from Constantine. That'll be nice. Yeah, 2 research, seriously. But I do believe that the upgrades are going to be what slows me down. And I can imagine that after I take care of this for Felix, that he's going to have a whole bunch more for me. I can see doing the farms because you know they're going to come up with that one. By the way, those little farms, we want you to have 27 of them. Get going on that because that's probably what's going to happen. But at least I have the space now. As a matter of fact, I actually have a free I shouldn't say a free upgrade here, but I have the ability to add one, right? It's not free because you need 9 guys and you need time, but I can add an extra one here. It's just that, yeah, look at all the space here. I don't need it. See, this thing, I'm probably going to get rid of it because I just don't need them anymore. I had to put in another workshop over here, and I wanted it to be in Happy Alley. And I don't really need any of the other ones because I just use them to buy everything else. I mean, at the moment, you can see the Byzantine area here over on the left. I have 14,000 planks, and I just used them to buy the other ones, which is the reason that I didn't research pepper because, usually whenever I get to the other trade items, I can just do that. In this case, I don't. Let me tell you something. I put 3 planks up, 20,000 of them up there. They just vanish immediately. People just want them, and I just use the trade currency I get for that to buy everything else. So I really don't need to manufacture anything else, so I can get rid of all the other trade ones. Because the thing is, the pepper one is going to have its own trade building, and then the parchment is going to have its own trade building. I might as well just get rid of the other ones because I just don't need them. And there's going to be a whole lot of upgrading happening, a whole lot of upgrading. And a whole lot of putting the smackdown on Mr. Byzantine, the really absolutely not great at all, really actually kind of lame. Because there's a new great in town. And it's me. All right, so I'm going to be continuing to work on this. Hopefully we can get a little bit closer to the next era, which, by the way, I don't even think I've looked at that in a while. What's the next era again? Age of the Franks. Well, it is going to be a while, but we're going to get there. Maybe there'll be another event in the meantime. Maybe they'll actually give us some gears. Hopefully. Yeah, because 2000 is going to take a long time. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.